I'm Josh Cook doing an informational video on how to make a very easy, very cheap meat chicken thing. Now, I am a student in the LCC Alternative Energy Program, and what I've learned most is that solar cells and windmills alone are not going to save us. It's going to be self-sustenance is what I believe. Now, first we have to draw up some plans. I have some here. I will show them to you. Okay, now to get started, we will need a metal square. 3-inch grip right fasteners from TSC. Don't go Walmart, way too cheap for you. A drill, and I have 4 8-foot 2x4s, 12 2-foot 3/4 inch boards. They're just 2 feet long. As long as they don't have to be too wide, like 5 or 6 inches, just enough to staple the chicken wire to. And I also have 5 6-foot 2x4s. Now we'll get started. Alright, we're back, and now we're going to try to get the corners put together first, and then we'll attach the 8-footers and the 6-footers back here. Dave's going to hold it. Just a simple fasten here. Whoa! Now the Cornish Rockhead has been genetically bred just for meat chicken. They're the typical one that you will buy in Walmart and at Kroger and wherever store. Whenever you buy chicken at the store, that is what they are. However, this does cost a little bit more per bird, but I like it a lot better than buying it in a shrink wrap thing. And I don't know if you've seen some of the videos on how they actually butcher those chickens. It just seems a little inhumane to me. Okay, now we're going to start constructing the frame, top and bottom for this, and then we'll use that one back there to put on the top so the sheet metal that sits on top can have a little bit of a dip so the rain will drain off so we can hide under that and get out of the wind. Put that together. We're going to put these on the inside of the square on all sides. We're just going to go around and set up all these real quick so we can go around and just zap them in. Eventually I will grab a hammer and I'll pound those down because I don't want my chickens getting hurt before I butcher them. We're going to do front and back first because of how we want it to go together, the way we want the boards to match up. We want that one first so we can put this shorter one on the inside just like we did at the bottom. If you just follow your measurements and your cuts, you should be fine. Everything should square up nicely. Now that we got our frame built, we can go ahead and put that other board on there. We can put these on there. This is what we'll do next. Or I can even probably just have Dave go around and do this. I'll put it on the outside. We're going to put that outside. We're going to have to just wrap all the way around with the chicken wire. Like I said before, the meat chickens are bred specifically for meat, not for laying. They do lay, but they, very rarely. They're kind of like, once they get to 9 weeks, a little past that, they'll actually end up having a heart attack or something because their heart cannot supply all the blood they need for all the body mass that they been engineered specifically for meat, to put just meat on the chicken. You'll get those nice big breasts out of it. Well, I have switched the 2x4 out with a 2x6 that is 6 feet long, just like the ends. We're going to put that right in the middle just to create a little bit of a peak for our barn tin that is 3 foot by 12 foot. You see I cut some ridges in here just so it'll fold. I've got a nice way to get in there. And that little flap just so I can put the chickens in there and feed them easily. And then we're going to put this barn tin up on this side alone, maybe wrap it around the corners so nothing gets in there and gets my meat chickens before I get them. Now we're going to continue with the wrapping of the chicken wire all the way around at least the 3 sides, because that side will cover this. To nail this down to the 3/4, to the chicken coop or chicken pen, we have used some 2-inch or 1 3/4 inch galvanized roofing steel or steel nails. I'm going to use a staple gun and 9/16 staples for the chicken wire. Now we can get started with that. We measured everything out, we got it all set up for us. We're just going to go down through and staple all this together. Got to make sure nothing gets our chickens. So I had about 5 hens I had a year and a half ago, and a weasel got to them. The weasels are mean. They killed all my chickens, so I need to make sure that my new chickens are going to be safe. A couple more staples in there. Move down. Dave's going to continue pulling and stretching this so that we don't have anything that can get in there. This chicken wire isn't too much to protect it, but it'll keep anything out and it'll keep the chickens safe. I'm using, looks like 24-inch chicken wire. Be just perfect for this because it's a height of 2 feet. Now after that is done, we're going to put this on there with just our roofing nails again. No need to switch it up, we got them right there. And they got that rubber cap on them so they'll keep a little bit of the water out. I know I'm going to get a little bit of capillary action on the inside. Some raindrops are going to get in there and mess with the inside of them, you know, but it's just going to drain along the underside of this roof out to the outside. Other than that, we're almost finished. We're just going to bend this around so they'll have a double wood block kind of thing so they can hide behind this. Yeah, I should put another nail up there. Hit me one more. Form it a little bit because the ridges don't allow for it to bend, like make it look pretty. But they're meat chickens, they don't really need to be taken care of as well as a hen. For laying chickens, if they, laying hens anyways, if they get disturbed or stressed out a little bit too much, they will not lay for the day, and you'll be waiting 2 or 3 days before you get an egg from them. And I don't know if anybody wants breakfast 2 or 3 days late. Usually I have breakfast every day. There, that's the chicken coop. We are going to finish up with putting these over, or putting some chicken wire, 36 inch this time, which is 3 foot, just as wide as the other side. We're going to put this over the top of it. And if you want to grab the staple gun, Dave, pull that down there, you can staple that in. Had to get this done for a while. Chicken's been in the house, or in our porch room, I guess, for almost 3 weeks now. They're getting huge and they stink. This is actually, we've had good time on this, being that we had everything cut. It's always a good step, and to have your plans, you have to have it if you want it to follow smooth. smoothly. And you got to kind of know what you're doing ahead of time before you attack something. Just almost done. Just as soon as we get this stapled, we'll put the chickens in there and show you what the finished project is. See, I'm kind of double covered this edge because I really don't want something to get in there. Those weasels are real mean. They'll tear apart your fence. Then you won't have any eggs the next day or meat chickens to butcher for yourself. We got meat chickens. They're 3 weeks old now. I got them from TSC. We're going to put them in there. I think they're going to be happy because they aren't going to have to stick in this little pen that you see how ugly they are. They don't even grow feathers first. They grow their body first. They are specifically engineered just to grow meat. So eventually, like in the factories that they grow the chickens, they will get so crowded in their little barn that they have that they won't be able to move anywhere. Their legs cannot pick them up, and their legs were just not built to handle that much weight. So sometimes you'll have a little deformed one out of here and stuff. All these are fine. I haven't had any die. Usually people have a couple die. But I think these birds are going to be happy. Okay, we're finished with the chicken coop. We're almost ready for the chickens to go in. We just need to walk around it, make sure there's not any holes left in it. Got that front side is totally sealed. This is sealed because it's got chicken wire behind it. Pick the stuff up, find out where. At the bottom here, I didn't staple anything. I just stapled these edges. So let me go around and put a couple staples in this. There we go. This is overlapped. It's already tied across here. All stapled up, so we ain't got to worry about anything in there. I guess if they wanted to crawl in there, I'd have a weasel to butcher, because he wouldn't be able to get out. I'll probably wrap some wire around here just to tighten it up, so that I don't have something to get up out of here and try to get to the chickens. Okay, here we have walked around, looked at all those low spots. Like I said, if weasels get anything, they'll sit there and work on it until they can get to what they want because they're hungry. So I've had to go around all this and find the half-inch, 1-inch spots where the ground wasn't level and dig up a little bit of dirt and pack it around there. So you can see that I done it down there. Now we're ready to put the chickens in. And that is all. That is, the meat chickens are happy. I'll get their food and water out here. I'll come out here to check every few days to make sure that no weasel is wrecking my pen. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for helping you guys. I have just finished my chicken pen. Thanks a lot.